Yes, yes, sir. We are live. Welcome back, familia, to another spontaneous live. This one wasn't so spontaneous because I gave you a little bit of a heads up, but I want to thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to give a little bit of time for people to show up. But a quick shout out to Dori, who showed up early on, was like, "Hi, hermanito." And then a shout out to Erika, who also showed up early, says, "Hi, familia," or "Hello, familia." Sorry, I can't read today. It says there are three people on here. Show yourselves. Let us know. Identify yourselves in the live chat. I hope everybody finds themselves okay. CCSBAL. May I have your name? I don't know what to call you. I always go, oh, CCS. It can be a fake name if you want. Just something I can uh, refer to you as other than initials or letters. But we're excited to just share another day here with you all to talk to you all about what's been happening. Oh, Mimi. Oh, you're Mimi. Okay. Okay. Hi, Mimi. Welcome. Miss Norris, hello. Welcome. We got Gwen watching from Ohio. Hello, Gwen from Ohio. Jennifer Stanley, hello. Susan, is it? Oh, Poitras, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mimi in the house again. I've been praying for you and Erica. Thank you so much. Rosie Cunningham, I appreciate all your prayers. That's kind of what we're going to be talking about briefly. Eric Davis, senor, I've been calling you and we've been missing each other. Definitely want to have a phone call with you, senor. Um, Gwen in the house. Hello, Debbie in the house. So we're just having ourselves a little chat today, filling you in on what's been going on in the Torres household the last couple of months. As some of you may know, Erica and I had a baby this year, this week, not this week, this year, at the beginning of the year in April, and things have been interesting to say the least for us since then. A little busy, for us. Um, and so, I haven't been giving the channel as much attention as I did in 2020 when we all had all this time, all this free time to, you know, learn a new craft or experiment with things. If you all remember, in 2020, it was a crazy year all around. The entire planet went through a very interesting moment that changed all of our lives. Some of us, lost businesses, and others created businesses out of this, you know, terrible situation that we found ourselves in. Matt Saby in the house. Rosie, thank you so much for the congratulations. Jackie in the house. Jackie. Oh man, so happy to have you here. What happened in 2020? I don't know. Some little germ went around all over the place. Some people believe in it, some people don't, and both are respected. But we had people, we lost some people, and then in our household we went through some craziness as well, with one of the people that used to live here that I used to call stepdad. So we went through some crazy stuff. A lot of things changed, and now that everybody's back to their normal lives, the channel isn't as busy as it was in 2020 when everybody was at home, hopeful, um, reaching out to God, really wanting to be moved, really wanting a sign from God that something, that there was still kindness and goodness in the world, and the channel was just a beautiful thing at that time. It still is a beautiful thing. Unfortunately, it's less of us, but less, we're all closer, right? It makes us all a lot closer. But this year, however, has been challenging to say the least. Um, with Ezekiel being born, scheduling ourselves a little bit better, taking care of him, making sure he's taken care of. Some expenses that came up because of that, sort of forced. Well, Erica stopped doing DoorDash like she used to, and then I started doing DoorDash in her place so she can be at home with the baby, and so it was working out just fine. But then in July, as some of you may know, my father suffered an accident. I was forced to go pay him a visit. and then unfortunately we lost him. He's now being taken care of upstairs, not here upstairs. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Humor is my way of dealing with things, serious things. But I, oh, excuse me, coffee. Um, I have been that situation kind of threw us back a little bit financially, and I found myself doubling down on a lot of the work with DoorDash. And recently, a friend of mine who is a chef opened up a restaurant in the city of Pasadena. Pasadena is not too far from, well, it's actually pretty far from where I live, but I'm making the drive out there because he's an awesome chef. He's an awesome person, and I believe in what he's doing. So it's worth taking the drive. Well, I took the drive that day of his grand opening because um, I was gonna film. I was gonna just get some B-roll for him and shoot pretty much the day. And well, they got so busy that the food was just sitting there. So my old customer service self came out, and I put the camera down and I started just expoing some of the food. And his business partner, the other half of his business, saw that, and apparently he liked that and offered me a position running the front of the house, um, which I was excited for. We worked out the details of payment, and I realized that for the trial, it was worth the drive. So I'm making about an hour and a half drive to 2 hour drive, um, some days, and other days it's an hour and 10 minutes. Other times it's 35 minutes if we spend the night in Fullerton at Erica's parents' house. So I said all that to say that that is now occupying a lot of my time. I wake up in the morning, I get ready, I drive for 2 hours, I spend 9 hours there, and then I drive an hour and a half back. So it's needless to say, I'm pretty busy now. But thankfully we're floating now. We're above water, and our family is being taken care of. The next big move is for us to get um, a more economic vehicle, and then eventually move our family to closer out there. We're thinking Fullerton area. But if you are in the Pasadena area, Pasadena, California, and you like to stop by, the restaurant is called Saucy Chick Goat Mafia. It is delicious. My friend, he put a lot of work and a lot of detail into the food, and it's just delicious. Everything that they serve there is delicious, and I know it's biased because he's my friend, but I'm telling you, like, I'm a person. I'm not a big fan of onion, and I'm also not a big fan of pickled things. But he let me try pickled onion that he serves a specific dish with, and just that pickled onion has so much that went into it, and it's so flavorful and so delicious that now I add it, more. I add more to it. I have a special request here. It looks like, move to Texas. You can live with us. I would love to move out of California. California is getting pretty expensive. But that's something I'm going to have to discuss with Erica because all of our family is here, and well, while I prefer to, I don't mean to sound mean towards my family, but well, I would prefer to be a little bit distant from my family. She's very close to her family, so that's not a very smooth. Oh, okay, you convince us. I don't need to talk to her. We'll just get a job at Heart Eight. Yeah, you're right. For those of you who haven't been to Texas, Heart Eight is like a barbecue establishment, like a steakhouse, and they serve. Mm, my mouth is watering just thinking about it, man. Oh, I love it. Yeah, Erica loved it too, man. It was the best. But just the other day at the restaurant, this chef came in. His name is Gary. Shout out to Chef Gary. He came into the a restaurant, and he was talking to another chef there, whose name is Jose, and they were talking, and this guy Gary, he just kept looking at me, and I was just quietly just listening to the conversation, and then out of nowhere he just stops the conversation and he goes, "Hey, I know you from somewhere, don't I?" And I was like, I'm just like always, I'm like, "Oh, what did I do?" Right? And then and then he goes, "Don't you have a YouTube channel?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Dude, you have a YouTube channel?" And I go, "Reviewing music." And he goes, "Yes, exactly." He goes, "Bro, I just want to tell you," he goes, "Welcome to the family. I've been praying for you ever since this channel started. And I just want to say, man, like, he just pretty much explained that he loved the channel, and that it was somewhat of an inspiration to him. I feel weird about that, but I'm happy also about that. And we had a really awesome little tiny little interaction. But then later on, I found him on Instagram, and it just so happens that we had spoken on Instagram before, and so that was fun, to find someone who was with the channel or who knew about the channel. Even the people there, that the workers, the chefs, didn't even know that I had the channel. Like, I don't talk about it really because I don't like that kind of, I guess, attention. But that was fun, and he's apparently, this chef is doing some great work too. He's going to be doing some big work with a big company. But anyway, these chefs, they're awesome. They're all awesome. They do big work for big companies and other chefs and stuff. And anyway, I'd love for you all to stop by. We open Tuesday to Saturday. I'm not there some Saturdays because I have Luna, but if I don't have Luna, I'm there on Saturdays. Um, it's delicious. So the concept is, it's Saucy Chick. That's one company, and then my friend's company is called the Goat Mafia, and they joined forces together because Saucy Chick is a Mexican man with his Indian wife, his wife from India, and they, during the pandemic, they were both furloughed from their corporate jobs at Disney, and they started just feeding their families and friends for donations because they didn't even know how to price their chicken, because they do like a rotisserie chicken. But they did two different flavors. One of them was like a Mexican forward flavor, and the other one was an Indian forward flavor. And they just started selling and selling and selling, and eventually they did a an event, and then some food publishing company or whatever wrote about them, and then they started to get more traction. My friend is also got written up, and he was in on the Food Network and stuff, and so they both were like in this. They both, I don't know, they worked this event called Smorgasburg in downtown LA, and they decided to join forces and open up a brick and mortar. And so my friend, being he's from Jalisco, where I'm from, the town that we're from in Mexico, or the state that we're from in Mexico. He is fourth generation birriero, so he makes birria, and birria is a meat that's made out of goat. And this meat is so delicious because he goes through the trouble of making sure that he finds the cleanest goat that you can find, that is raised properly, and so that it doesn't smell like dirty goat and that it doesn't taste like dirty goat. And so he's fourth generation. That recipe has been in his family for well over 120 years that he knows of. It could be older, but it's been in his family for 120 years. So now you go to this restaurant, you are eating a 120-year-old recipe, not a 120-year-old taco. Okay, that wouldn't be that wouldn't be safe. But my mouth is watering just thinking about it. Everybody that I've had taste this food is amazing. It's delicious. So I believe in them, and I'm helping them because if they ever open up another restaurant, I want to make sure that I'm a part of that. Like I love their food. It's amazing food. So that's been going on with the household here. I said all of that to let you all know that, like, I'm busy. I'm constantly doing stuff. Okay, so I haven't forgotten about the channel. I want to do something great with this channel. It appears sadly that fewer people are interested in the reaction videos now, in the music, and I think that has to do with people going back to work. And I almost hate to say this, but I don't know that they. No, no, I shouldn't even go there because I'm saying, like, a question is like, have we forgotten about God? Right? Have we forgotten about God? Are we so busy that we forgot about God? But not that the channel is God, right? So I don't want to come across that way. But like, everybody's back to their busy lives, right? Um, and I didn't want to say that because I don't know that they go to church. I don't know you guys personally, right? But but I know that the channel has gotten just a lot of less views. And some of it has to do with me not posting enough videos, obviously. So I'm trying to find Mondays, since Sundays and Mondays are my days off. I find Sundays, mainly Mondays, to record and then edit. And then throughout the week, as tired as I may be, I edit and knock out these videos, right? So today there was no Rock Metal Monday videos. The other issue, speaking of which, is that not too many people like rock and metal. So um, those videos are getting less views. Now, I don't want you to think that I am view hungry, right? Like I'm not like, oh, I need views, right? I'm not like that, despite what some people leave in the comments. But however, this channel has moved a lot of amazing people to do a lot of amazing things. Jackie being one of them. I always point Jackie out. I know that a lot of other people in from around the world. There's a couple that met through the channel, and they got married, and they moved. One of them moved to another country to be with that person, and they're living amazing lives now. And so, like, I love that we all, not I, that we all created a space where you all can interact with one another and support one another. And that's why this year for the Grinch, I'm more so reacting to short films so that we can all share stories together. Um, it's like gathering around a bonfire and just sharing a story, and hopefully have those stories inspire you and move you and motivate you um, to I don't know, be better, do better, live better, more healthier life physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and that you move closer to God without being preachy. I'm not going to preach on here. Um, I'm not going to, um, even though some of you say I do preach anyway, right? But it's not like, okay, guys, let's get together. I'm going to preach to you all about this. Like, no, it just, if it comes out naturally, it comes out naturally. But, I want you all to walk away from the channel feeling good, not about me, but about yourselves, feeling good about God, feeling good about your relationship with God, and that you are inspired to do something good for others, to care for others. Because from the very beginning of the channel, maybe not from the very beginning, but early on in the channel turned into the channel's like message was to spread love, and that's always going to be the case with this channel. So by show of hands, okay, I'm gonna give you three options, and maybe somebody can count them. How many of you that are watching now are still interested in reaction videos, like music reaction videos? I love music. I can listen to music all day long. Now, I want to give you good reaction videos, and so I like to take my time with the videos and give you something that is edited really well, right? I don't have the time to do that, unfortunately, as much, right? So maybe I can give you one video like that per week or every other week. I see some good hands there. What about podcast style? Okay, yes, that's another thing that I wanted to say. So the second option is, how many of you would like more reactions to like stories? Maybe you can find like a sermon, and I could condense it down. Like you can say, check out the sermon from minute 5:35 to minute 8 something. 8:13. And if you give me those little cursors, I can pick that sermon out, and then we can watch it all together, listen to it, maybe see what comes up and what message we get out of it. Or short films. You can send me short films as well, right? The third option is like a podcast, like Senor Davis just pointed out, which I would love to have as well, because it's just like I would schedule a podcast with someone, record it, and maybe just post it raw without chopping or cutting anything. Um, that's an option, right? Um, I really just I also just don't want to abandon the channel, and abandon you all. I'd love to hear your insight. Thank you. Um, cool. So maybe maybe on YouTube, in the I'm sorry, in the communities tab, I'll make a post soon. Let me switch accounts here. I'll make a post and then just let you all vote for that. Okay, so look out for that. Another thing that I'm doing is I know that you're all aware that my father recently passed away, and that kind of rocked me. It really rocked me, because every once in a while I find myself thinking about him, and for a split second, like he's still alive, you know? He's still there, and then like that little second afterwards is like boom, like another hit. That's like, no, he's gone. And okay, not going there. But it rocked me. It really, really rocked me. Just about as much as it rocked me with my grandfather. And I wanted to point out something. Memories are so important to me. This is why I get into photography. This is why I do video. This is why I like art, because art is just another way for us um, to sort of immortalize ourselves in the planet, like to have other people remember us. But I love finding little things like this. I'm gonna see if it'll focus. This says there's a contest, a guitar contest in Guadalajara. 22 participants. First place, Ramon Torres. That's my grandfather sitting right there, probably in his 20s. He was born in 1914, so this is about 1930, 1940, something like that. 19, yeah, about 1930s, like in the 30s or 40s. Look at all these gentlemen wearing suits, right? My grandfather, 22 participants, he won first place. I love finding things like that. And then here's another one. This is a guy named Pepe Guizar. Pepe Guizar is a composer, was a Mexican composer. He wrote the song Guadalajara. If you've ever been to a Mexican restaurant or watched some kind of Mexican thing, I'm sure you've heard the song. It goes, Guadalajara, 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 right? That's the song. Anyway, he wrote this song. My grandfather played in his trio, and there's Pepe Guizar over here on this side, on the corner, right there. Pepe Guizar, and my grandfather was in a movie playing guitar. That's my grandfather, second from this side. That way, I don't know which side it's coming out for you, but that's my grandfather. And I love finding things like this. I love finding these little things about my family, old photos, old stuff, right? So I said all that to say this. I also have another channel. It's not meant like this, like where like I'm inviting everybody. These are just little short video clips, little life lessons that I've picked up along the way that I'm leaving for my kids and my future grandchildren, and hopefully great grandchildren too, to come across every once in a while and see what their grandpa or what their dad was, because life is incredibly short. And I'm here today. I may not be here tomorrow, but um, I don't want my children wondering what their dad was like in his youth. So I make these little short clips, these short little videos. If I get to work early, I will record with a little handheld recorder thing that I got in a GoPro, and I just record them, come back, sync them, and then just post them. For that reason, I want my children to remember me, um, and I think that's the best way. Like, and this is the best way that I can give my great grandchild advice on something without being present. Um, because I remember that my grandfather's advice still rings loudly in my head with, excuse me, with everything I do. And I know, uh, like, and oh yeah, you too, Matt Savy. Like when you show me pictures of your dad and his, his uniform, his military uniform, like there's a story there, man. Like there's a beautiful story there, and you just can't help but wonder, like, what were they like? What did they do with their life? So I just want to kind of like leave that out there. Um, the channel's called Meditations of a Dad. Um, you can go and subscribe if you'd like, or not. That's fine too. If you're curious, because some of this stuff, even though it's meant for my children, I post them online as well, and then I don't post them privately because they might help somebody else out there, somebody who might not have their dad. So we do things like that. Um, yeah, Coco. uh, Ezekiel loves Coco. Um, you made a picture book for my son. Picture of his dad. Oh, that's great. That's great. Hoping it's during the season. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm gonna post what do you call that? Like a questionnaire or like a poll. I'm gonna post a poll on Instagram. I'm sorry, YouTube, on YouTube. So look out for that after this, so that you can let me know which direction we should take it. Because recently, Lisa Reynoso brought up to my attention, like I haven't really fulfilled, some of my responsibilities, I guess you could say, with my Patreon partners and my YouTube members. And I'm sorry. I just want to say publicly, like I am sorry that I haven't been present enough um, to give you more, give you more. Um, but she did ask, where's the channel going? Um, and I want to go there, but I also want to take you all into account because the videos are not for me; they're for you. And so I hope you all can help me out. Okay, Jackie, buenas noches. I need to go to bed. It's past midnight. I'll catch the rest tomorrow. Love you all. Good night. Thank you so much, Jackie. We love you too. Your children and family will love your channel. What a great idea. Thank you so much. And then finally, kind of finally, I wanted to, we talked about our life and what's going on, talk to you about our family and what's going on, and then talk to you about the channel. Now, because we can't, I kind of limited with the editing portion of it. Rather than having a David Wellman's Rock Metal Monday, I'm thinking we're going to bring back the blocked parties, and we're going to do them on Monday, and they're going to be dedicated to David Wellman, which reminds me, actually, I didn't briefly touch on. Some of you might be asking, like, who's David Wilman? David Wilman was a gentleman who came to the channel and he just loved the community. He was a part of our Discord channel, our Discord page, whatever it's called. He helped out with, with music, like making like a Friday music night on there. He was into like working with computers and stuff, and in the beginning he helped me with a computer issue that I had. Unfortunately, that computer was not fixable. I meant to have him help me more, but I kind of feel weird asking people for help. So the computer is literally just sitting right there, and every time I look at it, I think of him. But David Woman was just awesome. He was funny, and he was always in the live chat just being silly and sarcastic, and that was kind of his language. And in September he suddenly passed away. Like I still am not sure on the details of how he passed. I'm not exactly sure that I want to know. Not that like I don't care, but like I don't know how to go about asking what happened with him, because I feel like it's a little bit intrusive. But yeah, he passed, and to sort of honor him, as I would honor any of you all who are constantly on the channel, we turned Rock Metal Mondays, which was one of his favorite things, into David Wellman's Rock Metal Monday. But another thing that was his favorite was the blocked parties, because he could request a lot of music and we could listen to them. And in case you're wondering what the heck a blocked party is that Eric Davis, he passed away in September. And so a blocked party was born because YouTube blocks certain videos. They don't allow you to listen to certain songs because the copyright holders, they're just like, no, you're not going to repost this song. It's mine, and you don't get to repost it. And so they block the channel from posting it. So we found a little bit of a loophole around it. We all gather around, just like we're gathering around here in this live chat, and then we all pick a song. I share the link with you all. You click on the link, you open up that video either on a separate device or a separate tab if you're on a computer. You put the cursor to 0, we count down, and we all press play at the same time. Wherever you are in the world, we all press play at the same time. You're listening to it separately. I'm listening to it separately, which means that this video here will have no audio. We'll all listen to it privately, and then we'll react to it and then talk about it at the end. I love those blocked parties. So a person who could better explain this is past me from the past. So I'm just going to share like this little quick video that we made to help explain what a blocked party is. It's not happening now, but just so you can see what a blocked party is. So when you join us in the future, you'll be aware of how it works. Okay, here it is. Stop it! I don't like to be tickled. Yeah. Hello, bienvenidos and welcome back to another blocked party. In the comment section down below, you will see the instructions for a blocked party. So if you've never joined us for a blocked party, here's what you're going to need. You're going to need two things. You're going to need two different devices, or if you're watching on your desktop, you're going to need two tabs. Here's what's going to happen. First, we will be reacting to the song silently on this video, so you're not going to hear the music. It's just going to be us so you won't hear the audio because YouTube will flag it and block this video right away. The second thing is that we were going to add the link to the video that we're going to be watching for you all to click and open in a separate tab. And then you're going to want to play the video. If it has a commercial, let the commercial play. Or if you're rich and you have the premium, then you don't have commercials. Let the commercial play. And then once the video starts to play, you're going to pause it and bring the cursor to 0. We're going to do a countdown. We're all going to push play at the exact same time. You're going to listen to the music on that second device and you're going to watch us react. That's how it works. That's it. That's how it works. I made a mistake. I took a bite of my muffin and then I took too big of a bite, so I have muffin in my mouth. So excuse the chewing and the crunching. So that's what the blocked party is. So we will bring that in honor of David Wilman. It knocks out two birds with one stone. One, I don't have to edit. And two, we get to listen to more music, right? So even if we spend an hour, we could probably knock out about 3 songs in one video. Sadly, some people will not get a chance to watch all of it, but it just makes it so that you all can join us. Let's do blocked podcasts. Sure. Let's do that. We could do that as well. How? Okay, so for those of you who may be interested, like in a podcast, okay, what type of conversations would you like to have? Maybe it's all of the above, but would you like me to talk to more pastors? Would you like me to have you all like interview some of you or have conversations with some of you about a certain song or a certain topic? Would you like me to try to get Corey Asbury on here and have a conversation with him? Talk to artists, talk to other type of artists, maybe people who are working on projects. Like, I don't know if you're like a costume designer for a set, or if you're a filmmaker, or I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what sort of people, or what sort of would you like to. What kind of conversations would we have? I was trying to bring the David Wilman joke to the chat. Got it. That is a David Wilman joke. But yeah. Okay, so for those of you who did not get a chance to meet David Wilman, this is exactly what he would be doing. Exactly. Like I would say, like, hey, let's do a blocked party, and he would say something like this: let's do a blocked podcast. For sure. I don't need to beg for me to. Oh man. I don't need to beg for you to be on. Let's please, can you please join me? Maybe, yeah, you know what? I'd love to have conversations with you all too. Because through this site, I'm able to invite people to join me for like a live conversation. But you will need maybe headphones and your phone, maybe. If you have like podcasting gear, better. But if you don't, phone or an iPad will work. Yeah. Oh, here's another great thing that happened to me on this channel. I was converted from not just from non-Christian to Christian, but also converted from Android to Apple. Because now I have an Apple Watch. I don't have it on me right now, but an Apple Watch, which is just great. And then I have an iPad now, which is great for my artwork. And then obviously my Mac, which I can't do without. Just want to share something. Recently, a new app came out called Procreate Dreams, and it's like an animation app. I love that thing because now when I'm working and it's downtime, I can sketch and draw stuff, right? I also wanted to do because I like to write a lot. It's very therapeutic for me. Maybe soon we can have a live where I'll just come on and you all can tell me who you want to pray for, and we'll write their name and we'll pray for them. Um, I love that. I love doing that. So testimony Tuesdays with viewers or artists, wellness Wednesdays, love it. Just throwing some things out there. Yeah, cool. Um, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I go to work and I work until 7. I don't get home until 9. So that's pretty late for some of you all, unless I get up early in the morning and do it early. But, or unless I record them on Monday and post them on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, they won't be live. But I could do that. Sure. That's a good one. No? Let's see. You're welcome. Yeah, thank you, Matt Sabi. Yeah, so Matt Sabi is the one that converted me to Apple. Thank you. I don't see you're welcome. And then I also just really briefly wanted to yeah, pre-recorded. Okay, I got it. I wanted to thank Erica. So Erica, I know you're watching this in the other room. You're literally in the other room, but thank you, because Erica, you all has just been incredibly supportive in all the crazy things that I think that I can do. When I say I can make a wallet, she's like, go for it. And I make my wallet, and I hand make my wallet. When I say, hey, I can print out shirts, she goes, go for it. When I say, hey, I can do DoorDash, go for it. Hey, I can, whatever it is that I say I can do, she goes, go for it. And she's been wonderful at 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 supporting my crazy ideas that I think I can do. Mainly with like working and then being home with our baby boy, and she does a fantastic job taking care of Ezekiel. You should all see him. He's incredibly happy all the time, like all the time. Anyone who meets him says, oh my god, he's such a happy baby. And it's true, he's always happy. Oh, well, not when he's hungry. Right, when he's hungry he's like a little monster. He growls. He doesn't even cry, he just growls. He goes and he gets mad like that. um he loves music, and I credit that to Erica, because she spends a lot of time researching, reviewing things, like looking things online that make will can make him his food, and she takes really great care of not just him, but of our girls as well, and of this kid right here. So I love you. Thank you so much for um for everything for everything that you do. Even like when I'm recording, she has to go out there and make sure that the baby's like quiet, right? And I'm like, okay, if I hear him crying in the background, it's fine. It's not going to be a big deal. It's Archie who I have to look out for, because that kid, he barks all the time at our neighbor, because our neighbor kind of teases him. But that's another story. Um, do you all want to see Ezekiel? Do you want to see him? Let me know, because I'll show him to you now. I don't know, when he gets a little bit older, I might show you less of him, because I don't want somebody running into him in public, and I don't know. It's weird, right? Like we had like a little weird issue with Lianhe one time when I had her on. Some weirdo was saying some weird things to her. So, all right. I guess Erica, if you're watching, I know you're watching. If you can bring the little monster here, please. I call him a little monster because he like I'm serious. When he gets mad, he growls, and then when he sees the bottle, he just goes and he starts kicking. And he grabs it and he gobbles that thing down like he's never been fed before. Especially too when we're feeding him like his solids now. He gets it all over the place. Uncle Eric in for reinforcement. Let's go. Oh, okay, yeah. Uncle Eric comes in for reinforcement when people are being weird. You don't have to do it every day. We're good. Getting your family time to sleep. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I mean, I appreciate you all being patient with me with getting stuff out. I still want to get stuff out on the channel. I don't want to just leave it abandoned. But I appreciate you all. Once I get more accustomed to work. You summoned me, Dad? Come here, son. Once I get more used to the schedule. Say hi to La Familia. Oh, yeah, I got him. hang on. So yeah, once I get more used to my schedule, it'll be easier and more I'll be more on board. But anyway, familia, here's a special guest. Welcome, el señor Ezekiel Emiliano Torres Ayala. Say hi, babe. Boop. This is him. Look, easy, Papa. Look at it over here. Look at that up there on the screen. Okay. What is this? Get used to this because you're probably going to be a singer. Oh, Mama left. Say hi, everybody. Say hi. I am Ezekiel. I am my dad's twin, except lighter. And now he's actually starting to look more like Erica, but he looked a lot like me. That's probably God's way of saying like, hey, yeah, you're the dad, right? God's way of telling dads everywhere, like, you're gonna make him look like you, so you don't question whether or not he's yours. Say hi, Papa. No, it's not food. He's trying to eat the mic. So this is Ezekiel right here, handsome boy, handsome boy. He likes Spanish music too. He loves music. Huh. He started to crawl. He fell off the bed a few days ago. Bumped his head pretty bad on this side. That's not it. That's not the bump. But yeah, he's just. Oh, he burped. He's just everywhere. He's everywhere now. And then he's on the walker. He picked up the walker like super quick. He was like, as soon as we put him in there, he's like, "Oh, God bless you. Oh, God bless you. There you go. No little boogies. Oh, a little bit of boogies. Yeah, dad right there. Just who cares? Yeah, as soon as we put him on that thing, he was already like leaning in one direction, so he knows how to like navigate that thing, and he's all over the house now. Today he learned how to get off of the bed in reverse. So he put a little butt and his feet hanging off the bed, and then he started scooching himself back until he landed on the floor. We practiced that a few times because I'd rather him go backwards than to go forward, right? So he's learning a lot of stuff, and he is super strong. He's a champ, right? You know, bravo, 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 yes, bravo. He doesn't do it on his own yet, but we're getting there. What else do you do, Papa? You're very curious. Tell everybody you're curious. See, I'm curious about the world. Everything's super interesting to me. I like to look at things. I like to touch things, and I tap it. Like if it's a music instrument, and then I'm curious about what it tastes like. So I try to put everything in my mouth. Huh. Yeah, this is him. Okay, Erica, let me know when to get him. Never. Oh, you see yourself. Say hi, everybody. Hey, you see yourself? He likes this. Watch this. Oh, he just burped in my face. Okay. That's how you respond? You burp in my face? And he's curious about everything. He wants to turn around and look at something else. Look at that. Look at those pants. He's so small. Say hi, Papa. He's like, what is all this stuff in our room? This isn't here all the time. Huh? You're curious about the lights? What is this stuff? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How come this stuff isn't always here, Dad? And he's got like the most interesting colored eyes. It's like brownish with some green in it and some gray in it. And sometimes it looks blue. It's weird. But yeah, it stands out a lot. Say hi. All right, who's he look like? Me or Erica? You gonna start a war in our house right now. Yeah, he's awesome. He's an awesome kid. I mean, I kept the receipt just in case we have to take him back to the hospital, but I think so far so good. I think we're gonna keep this one. Huh? We're gonna keep you. I said that to Luna the other day. She goes, "What?" I go, "Yeah, you think you were the first one? I returned the other one that I got from the hospital, and then I got you." And I was like, "All right, I'll keep you." And she goes, "What?" So needless to say, I love these kids. Everything that we do it for them. Obviously, I'm not even doing it for myself anymore. It'd be great to do it for myself, but this guy depends on us work hard and to. There he is. There he is. See the grunts? You hear it? Leonerica. Yeah, he's Leonerica. This is the result. Right. You're not gonna do it? There he goes. You want to say hi?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi, familia. What are you doing?
Say, Mama, I'm on TV.
What are you doing?
Say, hey, Mama. I'm on YouTube
High
TV.
High five, Mama. High five. Yay. He's all, I just want to eat it. You can't. Hi, familia. I'm all like,
He's all down there.
it's a small space.
Mary Leanne. Hi, Mary Leanne. Good to see you.
Hi,
So, yeah, that's the thing. That's the La Familia news. This little kid, he's awesome. He really is. Huh. And he loves Toy Story.
Yeah, he's in love with Toy Story. Woody, Buzz, like it doesn't even need to, huh, baby? Like when he hears like just the Pixar, like
Yeah.
he just sees the Disney castle and he already knows what's gonna play.
He's
And
already
he's like smiling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Deborah D is in the house too. Yeah, he's already started smiling, and then there it is. And then as soon as Woody comes into the scene and he goes, "Reach for the skies," he's already smiling. Huh.
Okay.
All right.
Are you done? Daddy
Yes.
gotta let Daddy work now.
Yeah.
Say bye, familia.
Say bye, familia. It was a pleasure for you all to meet me.
He's like, what is all this stuff that I could grab and play with?
Yeah.
Véngase, con mama.
Go.
See if he comes now.
Go.
Véngase, mi amor.
Yeah, he loves that.
He's a mama's boy. He may look like Leo, but he's a mama's boy.
I'm sending that guy some Texas gear. We will accept the Texas gear, my friend. Oh, he loves that little song too. You've got a friend in me. So, yeah, that's it, familia. Thank you so much for joining us. This live chat. Hopefully, you all get to see it from the beginning. I am excited about continuing with the channel. I've got other projects in the works. I appreciate your patience with me. Tia Mary. Yes, and officially we dub you all Tias and Tios. Tios and Tias. You all are Ezekiel's extended family. So welcome to the family. Now we really are a la familia. So I appreciate you all so much. Hopefully the channel picks up some traction again. I know that the newer videos that I'm posting bring people, and then they check out the old videos, which is great for the channel. But some people don't like metal, so obviously if they watch that stuff, they're like, wait, what's going on? All right, so we will continue this conversation another time. I just wanted you all to know what's up with the channel, what's up with our family, and what to expect, and then also want you all to contribute and be a part of where the channel goes. So I'm going to be posting a poll right after this. Look out for it, and then vote. Vote what you'd like to see more of, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, familia? Well, remember, familia, to continue spreading the love that comes from above. We love you all so much, and we appreciate you all so much. We hope that you all are doing well. We hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and we hope that you have a wonderful Christmas. Yeah, we hope that you all are well. Please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. If you need help, seek the help. Don't wait. Be very careful. Careful on your ways to work. Be careful at work. What other stuff can we say? Please call your loved ones who you haven't spoken to in a long time. Put your pride down. Apologize to that family member, even though it was their fault. Say you're sorry. Forget all that, man. Just life is super short, and you don't want something bad to happen to someone, and then you never got the chance to fix it. So yeah. All right. I'll see you. Bye bye.